Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
I'm Carol Massar, along with Tim Stanovic. Let's get to some stocks on the move on this Friday. Bloomberg TV markets correspondent Nora Melinda is in the house. Ross Stores, man, it is an outperformer in both the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100. I think right now it's the number one gainer in both indexes.
Yes, it is the number one gainer, certainly in the S&P 500 right now, up for a record high. We see shares up as much as 8.3%. This is the biggest jump that we've seen for the company since April, and it's no surprise why they're gaining here. We're seeing a lot of consumers going toward a lot of the stores that are marking down prices or stores that are just more affordable right now. And if you think about Ross, it's definitely right at the center of affordability. And so we are seeing a lot of momentum here building into the holiday season here. We're looking at shares of Ross up about 15%. Though on the year.
Okay, yeah. I know you're thinking about Ross, Carol. I'm thinking about Nvidia.
What are you saying?
Well, I know Ross is one of your gainers today.
You're a chip guy and I'm a retail kind of guy?
No, but you know.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
It is the best performer in the S&P 500, and it's one of your gainers today.
I'm just saying, what's Nvidia doing right now?
What is Nvidia doing?
Nvidia right now, looking at shares of Nvidia, NVDA, of course, is a stock that cannot literally leave our minds. We've been seeing it up, down as much as, more than 4% today?
I'm just going to tell you when I'm having my cup of coffee tomorrow morning when I wake up and after I walk the dogs, I actually might not be thinking about Nvidia.
Just on a Saturday morning, right? Clear head.
Just for that moment.
Nvidia might not be on your mind.
Just
happy
saying.
for you then.
Just saying.
Good job with the boundaries,
But today
Carol.
it's definitely, I am guarded.
You have to.
Yeah, that's good.
You have to. Well, we are seeing shares of Nvidia up just a touch, up about 0.4% right now. This is after we got some news, a Bloomberg exclusive, that U.S. officials are having early discussions about whether to let Nvidia sell its H200 AI chips to China. I mean, no final decision here has been made. That's what we're seeing from the reporting here. But it's possible that the idea remains an internal debate and never results in actual license approval. So it's going to be something that we have to keep our tabs on here. But I mean, shares of Nvidia up about 35% this year, but clearly really, really volatile this year as we're really digesting the results we got out of the company.
I feel like this is the week in Nvidia, right? It's like it rallies, then it runs out of steam. It rallies, it runs out of steam.
Right.
That has kind of been the week. So it kind of explains, right, as we try to figure out this AI trade.
Still, we got Nvidia earnings earlier this week. We also got earnings from Gap, and shares are moving higher.
Yeah, we are seeing shares moving higher, actually for the best day since May that we're seeing for the company here. And this is a bit of the company bucking the trend that we've been seeing about a lot of consumers seeing caution in recent weeks as we think about just the broader retail landscape. But we did see some strength from Gap, particularly in terms of its celebrity partnerships that really helped to buoy the stock higher. Old Navy, Banana Republic, those both were strong brands for the company's performance. Athleta, though, not doing too well, but it does seem as though Old Navy and Banana Republic are what is pulling the company through.
Mary Ross Gilbert said Gap is back.
Gap is back, apparently.
In a big way.
She said like back to 90s level.
Oh,
Even
wow.
though Tim and I were like, I haven't been in there.
But you know what? As we were having that conversation with her yesterday, which if you missed, that was Thursday. If you missed
Shame on you.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say you can check it out on our podcast feed.
Sorry.
People have stuff to do, Carol.
She's wagging the finger.
I'm
I'm
not
a
going to
little
shame
sassy
them.
today.
I did think, you know what? We do buy a lot of Old Navy, actually.
Do
for the
you
kids.
now?
So
yeah,
then
for the
do-
kids.
you're-
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're there.
It's the price is right, and these
Yeah.
kids grow so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, they also the sweatshirts disappear.
What do you mean?
They leave them at school. They're gone
yeah.
forever.
Oh.
Kids do
so
that, right?
That's
You're
pretty
like,
cool.
They do.
"Hey, where is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter if you put your name on it.
All right, Eli Lilly.
Eli Lilly, of course, this is a company that we've really been watching because it was.
Have we really?
I mean, I've been
Did
watching
you
it today.
know it was going to be $1 trillion market cap?
I came from the equities team, so I've been hearing some whispers that they were watching it all
right.
week. So maybe I
you
had a head
know.
start. I
You
did
knew.
have a head start.
I was shocked.
Yeah, they've been watching it all week long, just waiting to see when it would cross that $1 trillion mark. But to your point, more broadly, I don't think that the average person was really watching this stock in that way. But we really are seeing this hitting the highest level on record, surpassing that $1 trillion mark, the first healthcare company to do so. And of course, one of very few outside of the tech space to really do so. Wow. And this is after, of course, the weight loss pill. We've been seeing a lot of optimism there. They're expecting it to reach $95 billion by 2030 here. And of course, we are also seeing that plan with Novo Nordisk to sell obesity drugs directly to employers. So, I mean, this stock is really doing some interesting stuff in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
Up as much as about, 2.2%. That's what sent it over.
Up almost 38% year to date so far.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.